Brasil sem nadador na Cave Bridge. O mesel mogodula babudaf. O reng ulugumen svek el momesar oled. Ngaraira el mobudula ngaralobu Mala alu Sadaw the swig Selgut tagawel nara Mercedes Benz Dombe bagalepo Spend the night around Malagayo Sil Samuel Erbebu Ladav Aramam Masavasevak El Mereme Engakadir Goreng Eritian Roled Ngaraira el mobadula ngaralo Mala alu Saraw the swig Selgut tagawel nara Mercedes Benz Edombe bagalepo Spend the night around Malagayo Brasil sem nadador na Cave Bridge. O mesel mogodula babudaf. O reng ulugumen svek el momesar oled. Ngaraira el mobudula ngaralobu Mala alu Sadaw the swig Samomel Erbebu Ladav Aramam Masavasevak El Mereme Enakadir Goreng Erityan Oled Ngaray Rael Mobadulang Ralo Mala Alu Saraw the Sway Selgut the Gawel Naram Mercedes Benz Edom Bebla Galepo Spend the night Malakeo
press conference ako lang mas kam ka more introduction. At alay siya malungit total meron kami Lawrence ang del Palau iko Paradise FM 87.9 ityang atukubet sa presidential press conference del al luimel gabsingila ong ewi del buil Wednesday ityang ang anira kyang patura ida state makmo idea ulgyong umsanga Miss Jennifer Anson ng National Security Coordinator mo introduce our guest le tom sindertira di adrang bardo soldao makmol o idang clear makmo ni tra Miss Anson mo Miss kita introduction nila tutaw.
Malungil tutaw. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this special press conference. My name is Jennifer Anson. I'm the National Security Coordinator for the Republic of Palau. And it's my honor to introduce, first of all, the Palau delegation. We have with us His Excellency Surang Whips Jr., the President. We have Madam Vice President and Minister of Justice, Udo Sr. We have the Minister of Public Infrastructure and Industry, Charles Obiang. We have the Minister of Finance, Caleb Udo Jr. The Minister of Human Resources, Culture, Tourism and Development, Nginay Balast Matul. We have the Minister of Agriculture, Fisheries and Environment, Stephen Victor. Good morning, General. Thank you for gracing us with your presence. And I'll introduce the our guests from the United States. Of course, our special guest, our 4-star General Commander, General Kenneth Wilsbach. Welcome. We have from Public Affairs, Michael Murphy, our Senior Enlisted Aide, Brian Hall, and from the 36th CRG, Lieutenant Colonel Christopher Denzer, Staff Sergeant Jasmine Blunt, Deputy Chief of Staff Operations Sandeep Mulgan, Political Advisor Brian Wu, and Aide-de-Camp Deshaun Brandy, and Aide-de-Camp Tyler Keener. Welcome. And of course, very special good morning, Ungil Tutao, Ambassador John Hennessy, England.
They know me really well. Otherwise, yung saula Miss Anson gida introduction ra adro koy el altame presidente bok mo yung miskaw bom mawlalem do dadami el tutaw.
Manuel Tutao, el morar bekla de tugubet se utaltele do susra ibdul maraklay marubul belaw bilung ma ebiraklay mar sil belaw president ra senate hokons paules mar rogul senators speaker Anastasio marogul delegates governors electors tugubet se susri de mar adr belaw ngara ngayang mor hotcharigi mangara ikrela blur belal al Tutao mal tugubet el susri de mortigal tugubet el okyak sangargi General Wilsbach ma Araval ma Ambassador Nilinda no silo mongedre al Tutao el tugubet el press conference so kalding el mokmu sesel togol goradis modi uk del willer gida ma ser uk tugubet el gida magaloro lo tritrigal salidan. Let me just take this opportunity and welcome you to Palau, General, and we're extremely excited about your visit and really want to continue to foster the close partnership and continue our working relationship in making sure that we have a free and open Indo-Pacific. So if I can take a few moments in Palauan to share a little bit about the cooperation and the partnership between Palau and the Air Force. So I think that most importantly, you've been facilitating maritime and border security prevention, and especially when it comes to transnational crime. And that's really in assisting us in the projects we've seen over the past few years and continue to be developed, like the radar systems, surveillance systems in the 3 islands and now going further south, helping us with the OICs that come here and the training that we have and working with our customs and immigration and providing us with the capacity of better understanding security risk and how to deal with them and really sharing information. And then I think most recently we had the opportunity of being at the airport and accepting with the minister the equipment through the 333 program, and I think very much needed. And of course that I think just goes to the part of the cooperation that we have of jointly using the equipment to benefit both countries, and we welcome it and encourage more of it. And we're glad that you're here to see what Palau has to offer and how we can continue to work together on improving infrastructure and hopefully it benefits our economy and us working together to provide a secure, a more secure and stable environment for the whole Pacific and the world. Dikutel te ale qadi tribal smodia garuba ngatara ala gotter ngarbabel soldal uk melding rigid nga walon red raigal uk tora Air Force mang ra tial uk ngara Hawaii mertial Pacific rogir nga top turni el general gumra lo aseng tara gotter ngarbabel uk soldal melding rigid kadman brenga sule legida and one more thing I forgot to add was the K9 program, a very important program that the Air Force has assisted Palau with, and part of security and protection of our people. And, you know, we face those challenges with IUU, drug trafficking, and it's important that, especially now we're going to be hosting our Oceans Conference next year, to be have those capabilities here. So, ako adim los mada igel ngia betokol gita makaloror mgila Air Force el kaya seur ngil uror toguni ngani igel el lalbeskid el ngias wal el usel imura program bertir el ngias umra airport tergid ngani igel mlai ma dongu ma wa forklift blal ngan misa airport el direga el tamlango sugidra ukka igel ukka tagargel belau ngani igel surveillance system el blad set abra ngayangal ma bliliom ngayaure continue mora hatobe ma Helen ma dirgal sonsorol كده مدير راسم بتوقع أدرنا رأوا مجد الأداء اللي جينا رأوا مجد رأب الواد من غو كذا جيرة الميك شور كذا كلاقارب مدير راسم تواتع عندي دور ترى سلا أدبلا بلور بلاو dirgal سيسير تام مدير راسم dirgal كلوا أوك سيسبللا بيبي مكيت كتال مسويس برابلور بلا مضمن مرينا سوري الجيرلا أيل بيليس التيرا ملان سير جيد الجيرل لو سير جيد كاستومز ما dirgal أنيير أو رير dirgal لو سير جيد الجيرلا قط مقرد الجيرل تيال our oceans conference المران مي dirgal مال مرينا سوري الجيرل بتوقع training التيرا أمسكيد dirgal أوك أيل لوريور الجيرلا أوك أمسا يجل تقتل تلا ودود مرة تلا ودود رأي سلا أبلور بلاهم كذا سل بأخل جيرل كذا عملهم مرار سل تقول واسه كذا أنا ميتشو سير قبلمن تجيرل التماجة كاسيسي راول داسورا جيرلا أمي مقل بلغل السيد المرتريل النيا أتايه ورجيد متيال الجيد عملي أخري أيال ملي أخري جيد البلوم تيالوكو أذنين قارو باقل مي عملي سير سيل دلويل من سيد الملمول ملو مسايل أوك سيد التمغل الغاية سيوري كدري قمنا مغدورين جيرلا يجل النيا سكو جورجيد نراي راي ما بلي اليوم غاور لو سيم غراد لوت مليسيه دري قدو مسا بيرا تيال سيد الغوت مقلور السلاب الواد ما اكتيمو muy جيد باي ومسا تيال غارو باغي تيا press conference كده من امورو ادي انغاري اسيسيريان سيد لوغير اندي سيد الامي جل بيبل مو نيكست وينزداي يا فايس بريزيدنت غامو دي بوس ريال الميل تال ساندي اللي قدمو الدينغرا رادر امريكان قدمو هاوايرا غوتلوريور مستريرا مسانجل المريدرا اندو بيكام ادميرال اكولينو من مول مورابلور امريكان المول دينغر تريال اوكتيرا وداخلا كاين سيرا يقال لوريدرا بلور بيلاو ميرسل لو غوتلوريور تال ميل ويك غدا مرايل ديك بدا سيا فايس بريزيدنت تانغارتيان make sure Aurora di Malmolm and I know next weekend Malmo muy atemi o vice president las en 2 hours a press conference ng amapto agarila Mr. Ngirma but General, I'd like to give you the opportunity and I've sent my greetings. This is our normal press conference we have every Wednesday. It just so happened that you were here at the same time. Right. So we said the normal press conference will be next Wednesday, but this is our opportunity to share a little bit. But thank you for being here.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Oh, please use the mic.
Thank you, Mr. President and Madam Vice President, Ministers, Ambassador. It is such an honor to be here. Thank you for the warm welcome. And I was telling the Vice President before we started that I've made a mistake because I did not plan to stay long enough, and so I'm going to have to come back. I'm going to have to come back for at least a week. Your island is beautiful, your country is beautiful, and I can already tell the people are incredible. You hit it right. You know, we both of our nations have a mutual interest of a free and open Indo-Pacific region, and we're both committed to that goal. And working together is a foundational principle that we both share, that working together with partners and with allies in this region, really in competition with those that would not want this to be a free and open Indo-Pacific, is what we're about. And I'd just like to thank you and the citizens of Palau, because you have asked us to come in and do more with you, which is in our interest as well to do more here. And it's something that is on my agenda, is to do more Air Force operations from Palau in the future. We've had an opportunity. You mentioned some of them, but we had F-35s and F-22s within the last year here doing refueling operations, and this is something that is great for us to do. It's a fantastic training venue for us, but it's also a symbol of the partnership that we have, and the mutual interest and the mutual defense. And I just want to thank you, because it is really beneficial for us. And so it's just really fantastic to be here. The projects that you talked about and some of the investments also mutually beneficial, because the radar, as you mentioned, helps us with domain awareness, not only in the air but also on the sea. And so we know, we will be able to know what's happening, which is the very first thing about defense, is you have to know what's happening in your environment. And infrastructure improvements such as airfields and ports, incredibly important for logistics and defense. And so I just reiterate again to you, to the ministers, to the vice president, as well as to the citizens of Palau, how much we appreciate the warm welcome, the partnership, the willingness to consider having us come in and help out and contribute. And so I'm just incredibly grateful. And Ambassador, thank you also for welcoming us in and treating us in your home today. That was very kind and gracious, and we're just thrilled to be here. And for us in the United States, Palau is a little bit out of our normal way. But I wouldn't have missed coming here, and I'm sorry I haven't been here before, but COVID, right? Yeah. COVID. But I'm very proud of your country for being COVID-free, and congratulations for that. It's not easy to do, but you've done it, and you'll be blessed further because of it. So I just wish everyone in Palau all the best. Thank you so much for having our team here today, and we'll come back if it's okay with you, Mr. President.
Well, we definitely look forward to your next visit. But speaking on partnership, I think it's important to note that this meeting can only happen because of that great partnership. When the ambassador and I were out at the airport to receive the first vaccines early January, that ray of hope, and really working with CDC and just HHS to bring the team out here and get people vaccinated and achieve the almost 100% of the population above 18 vaccinated has been an incredible feat, but it really is a result of partnership. And that's, I think that's the partnership that we're talking about. It's how we work together to solve those major problems that we have. And it's just great to have you here, and so you can see what we have and how we can continue to partner and meet the challenges that we have in front of us. We also are grateful to the CAT team that's here. This time they're Air Force team. And one of the things that they do beside the many civic activities is also medical. And that's an important component in reaching out to the people. And we appreciate I think the interaction that they have with the people, and it's building those friendships, those relationships are important for engaging in the community, and every little bit that's done makes a difference. And we also know that there's needs for the Defense Department, but there's also needs for Palau, it's important to find those ways that we can work together. And like those runways we talked about in Angar, medical emergencies. It's nice to have that access and that capability. And so we appreciate the upgrades that have been going on and welcome more. So those are the areas I think that we all benefit from, and I think the people of Palau see, and ongoing maintenance and how to keep them ready. So just thank you for visiting, because I think once you see, you understand, and you can be our advocate of how we can continue to help strengthen and build that partnership. So.
I was, if you don't mind, I was telling our CAT team before we met here how much I appreciated them being here, and was reminding them how important their work here was.
Can you use the microphone?
Sorry.
Not only for for the United States, which they're all United States service members, but also for the country of Palau, and the things that they're doing help out your economy, help out your infrastructure, and though it's a relatively small team, they're doing very important work here, and so I'm grateful for their service and sacrifice. They're away from their families for about 6 months, but we really appreciate them being here, and I know you do too, so thank you for mentioning that.
And then I think one of the areas that is very unique for freely associated states is that we have the opportunity to be part of the U.S. military. And it was great when the F-35s came to visit Palau, that there was Palauan servicemen on board.
Right.
And that's just another demonstration of the partnership and the close relationship, and that we're fighting side by side, defending freedom and really promoting those values. So it's great to be a partner, and those servicemen also need help too. So anything you can do to help them, and I know the CAT team is already doing that to help the veterans, trying to help them with their medications and stuff. But those are just areas that we can continue to help our people that serve to be protected and feel that they're taken care of. So thank you.
One other thing that I would mention, and you touched on it, but as an airman, the runway, is a place as a military person where we project power from, right? That's from the military standpoint. But if you and we certainly can do that with an airfield, but in almost every case where there's a runway, there's money. If you think about it, all over the world, runways bring in money. And it's an economic advantage to have a runway. It doesn't matter where it is. Anywhere in the world, runways bring money.
Yeah.
And we appreciate that in the United States. I know you appreciate it here in Palau, and so that's another side benefit. And very similar is true of ports.
That's right.
I look forward to the future.
Okay, fantastic. And as we discussed earlier, Palau is the second to Guam, largest island in Micronesia. So there's a lot of potential.
All right.
So we want to keep that window open to look at all the potential areas that we can cooperate on and jointly benefit from.
Excellent.
So.
I think we might do a gift exchange now, if that's acceptable. We have gifts from the general to the president, and I think
Really?
the president has a gift. Perhaps if the two of you could stand by the flag.
Okay.
And we'll make sure that Palau sees this through the World Wide Web.
Ay, sige, hindi ka doon, ani? Okay, pwede. Kalama mo? First. Okay.
Mr. President, so I selected this gift.
Sorry. Our radio, so you're live on the radio,
All right.
and that's, you have to talk into that, sorry.
So do I have to use my radio voice?
Yeah, there you go. We have a serviceman in Palau, former serviceman, veteran, who's a radio, he owns a radio station and a very good radio talk show
And
host.
also, the CAT team has a weekly
Yeah.
radio show here.
All right.
So-
All right. Well, Mr. President, I selected this gift especially for you, and I won't pull it out of the wrapping, but what I'll tell you is it's a model of an ancient ocean-going vessel.
Oh, okay.
And we live in Hawaii. My headquarters is in Hawaii, which is also an island, a tropical island, and of course your nation's a series of tropical islands. But perhaps a boat like what I'm about to give you brought us together thousands of years ago, but we're still together.
Okay.
And we have mutual interests. And the world's a lot smaller these days because we have different kind of vehicles to move around the earth in. But we're still people that are guided by freedom and prosperity. And I wish that for you and your country and your citizens. And I know that you feel the same way about Americans. But let me present this to you, sir.
Well, thank you. And once again, we regret that you're not here to stay longer, because as the ambassador knows, I love boats, and I promise you, next time you come, we'll take you on a boat ride.
All right.
A fast boat ride. We don't have planes, but we have fast boats. Yeah. Yeah. And we're just so grateful that you can come and visit us. And maybe I can show what I'm giving you. Is it okay?
Absolutely.
Okay. So, this is
It's a manta.
it's a manta. There you go. And we don't have planes, we don't have F-35s, but I guarantee that they can put on quite a show.
Yes.
So next time you come, we have to take him diving so he can see our F-35s underwater.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, so it's a local storyboard, and there's a legend on there, and I think this one is this is the canoe story. Once again, boats, but there's a legend, and that a man he went out fishing, and he couldn't make up his mind if he was gonna go for the turtle. And he didn't anchor his boat. So what happened is he jumped in the water after the turtle. When he got on the water chasing the turtle, he saw his boat floating away. So then he looked back at his boat, and in the end, he lost the turtle and the boat. So you got to be decisive, make a decision, and move on. So, and I know
That's
generals.
important for me.
Yes, that's what generals do, right? They make decisions. Yeah. So, but
That's fantastic.
yeah, and let me put it back in the back.
Thank you so much. Very good.
Now we're going to do a group photo, I believe.
Okay.
Everyone at the table would like to do a photo. Right up here, right there.
It was fantastic. This is such a great gift.
By the flag, huh? Maybe. Okay. Hold on. Okay, thank you. Okay, Oman Sula. No se me lendo.
هذا الويسي تيدان أمول لبوني لبسان فرنسي نغيدا بريسيدنت الملاقمولا سيمنا مسؤول اندرني مقمال دي ملينا سولير تلقى البيورس رجيدرا ومس رجيدرا ديجيتال تي في را بي ان سي سي را channel 73 نغا بلور بيلاو tingil ko kami sirigid audio streaming, video streaming ra PNCC, live video streaming ra PNCC logyo YouTube, direct kal IPFM Facebook page rang nil belaw. Malungil sila ko kami. Ako nga suli ra tingil partner sirigid ak number program ra betul Wednesday. Ang PNCC Palau Media Council. Akmal mo na suli ro ko mo ko bakal ma station kita nil belaw mo orang sa regular program. Thank you very much and have a good day.
Tela sil senga